Hi, I would like to give you today my personal review of the goldandoilguide.com, the website whose founder is Chris Vermeulen, the Canadian trader, who looks here very professional in the picture, and the website looks also very professional. Although my review and my experience over the last half a year using his services, I would say is fairly negative, and I would not recommend the service. And I would like to give you some ideas here and also suggestions and reasons why not to use this service for your trading purposes. And the first thing I would like to show you is the simple fact that if you look at the front page of his website, you have the recent trades on the right here, and that list, as you can see, looks pretty good. It's like nice profits here, 2.4% on TBT, SPY, gold. We have SSO, which is the S&P Pro shares, and it looks great. Open position 65%. Wow, 28%. Now, so the discrepancy here is that if you look at the real life portfolio that he has on his website and what really happened since the beginning of this year, it looks very, very different. And the problem also with that is that if you cannot really see that portfolio until you buy a membership, which is $60, I think it's $59 a month, and you just can't get this membership trial, which means that you have to pay $59, then you see the portfolio and you're, oh man, that's not good, and then you can't really back out of the situation. There's no refunds, seems like. I don't think he has any refunds. And well, a lot of services on the internet, a lot of trading services or advisors, they give you at least some sort of a trial period, maybe 7 days. In many cases, I've seen 30 days. And in his case, you just pay it. And if you don't like it, well, you got your $59. So it's nice profit. All of the newbies who come and just try to the website and realize, well, maybe it's not as good as I thought I thought. And so anyway, I'll show you in a moment the real-time portfolio, the real-life portfolio from his site. As you can see on the front page here, there are nice reviews, of course. Pick up the best ones you can. You can sign up here. Very impressive list on the right here with Kitco and many other famous trading sites. And also he mentions his low-risk swing trading strategy, which really in the real time, which I will show you, is not really that low risk. I think he's going pretty high risk, and it doesn't work well at all. Here's the list of the stocks that or ETFs and other vehicles that he uses for trading. Now, considering the trading record, that's kind of interesting because if you check that record here, which is loading right now, well, you have that pretty good one, looks like. I really don't understand why there's no really a trading record based on this year. Which would be very helpful. As you can see, just go backwards. Well, it looks great. 2009, there are some profits here, usually on the small positions. Actually, as a matter of fact, he doesn't really mention how large positions he took on these. As you know from your trading experience, you can take quarter positions, half positions, or full positions, three-quarter positions. So basically, if you trade $100,000, let's say you have one position would be $10,000, 1/10 of your portfolio, and so quarter position would be $2,500, let's say. But most of his trades and gains are based on the small positions, so like quarter position, half positions. Are rarely seen anything over three-quarter or 4/4, which is the full position. As you can see, the sort of his track record, it's just kind of ends up at June 28, 2010. There were a few okay trades after that, And again, not a big returns here. As a matter of fact, he posted his losses as well here in the parentheses. You can see there is a loss here, right here, and really, so as you can see in the parentheses here, we have some losses. No, that's just okay, good. So this is honest. And returns, but there is no position sizing here, which means that, well, you don't really know exactly if maybe the gain was made with quarter position and the loss was made with the maybe 3/4 position. Well, we don't have it, this list here, so unfortunately. And the list ends at June 28, 2010. Going back to the front page here, you can sign up. Okay, here we go. Easy to do it. Anyway, so again, here on the right side, you can see this small list here, which is very enticing, very nice. Okay, and you could register today and just have access to the portfolio. Now, let me show you the real-time portfolio, which I don't think is a big secret here, just because sooner or later he'll have to post it anyway on the front page, or maybe not. But I want to show you the real situation here with the portfolio right now. So going sort of from the last year, October 21st, we have a long half positions, quarter, as you can see. There are some small gains here, break even, as a matter of fact, very small gains, 2.4%, 2.6, 0.6, small, okay, small positions, half, quarter. I have a 3/4 positions suddenly, okay, SDS, which is basically shorting the S&P here, and that was taken on January 28th to February 7th. So we have a 4.6% loss. That's a big one, a 3/4 position. And the timing of the trade, as many of his trades, I kind of feel like he's jumping the gun, often entering the trades too early. So it's more like based on impulse sometimes, I think, that, or on assumptions, rather than some comprehensive technical analysis that you would expect from such an experienced trader. And that's what also shows in his videos as well. And maybe I'll show you a quick review of one of his videos, or a couple. I mean, I arrive every morning, but it's not very I don't find this very educated for me. The videos, they're kind of basic, kind of repeat the same story over and over again in a way. And a lot of times you hear how he hopes for something's going to happen, or how he assumes that maybe something will happen, and a lot of things like that, which you can experience yourself. Just pay $59 and register. You can see the videos. Remember, there's no money back guarantee here. So anyway, going back to the portfolio here, we have that one that I just mentioned. So it's 3/4 loss, 4.6%. SDS. If we go here, we go to SDS. I wanted to show you that. And here we go. Here's the chart. If we look at portfolio, here the position was entered on January 28th. Okay, for February 7th. January 28th, and here we go, approximately here, and I'm sorry, January. Again, go back here. I'm sorry, January 28th to February 7th. Yes, January 28th, right here. When the market was, well, this is reverse, but of the real market, but you can see how big drop we had there later, and just simply got stepped out. Pretty large loss though. And then going back to the next trade, ZSL, which is the silver. I think that actually the decision was made, as I remember, and I can show you the alerts. Also, he sends, or sometimes like 15 minutes before market closing, or 5 minutes before weekend closing, and then on Monday you wake up and you almost step out. In this case, ZSL was one of the most ridiculous entries, I think, and I've ever seen, and it was like half position on very risky trade, which is basically a kind of hoping for double top on silver. This is a reverse silver. And it was just ridiculous, I think, and a big loss in one day. That particular, because he takes big risk, often losing leverage ETFs or leverage funds, and it just instead of mitigating the risk by using just a regular instead of 2-time or just 1-time stocks, and basically then you can always add to position later with more leverage when you're accomplishing a goal more closer to your goal, or filling the position. But the point is, what I wanted to show you is, like, I think that trade was, the decision was like before the weekend, and next, or just the end of the day, and again next day it was just drop in silver. Actually, no, drop in silver. Sorry, this is the reverse. So the silver just shoot out, because I mentioned that he hoped for a double top, I think, in silver here, and just very aggressively sort of took this trade on a half position on the leverage fund, and the next day just silver just shoot out nicely and broke through, and it was a nice gain on silver. Well, he never really kind of took this position in silver, always saying, well, the silver never really, or gold, the same thing, never really retraced enough for him to enter the position. So in my case, actually, I'll be buying that. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of free advice on the internet you can find that recommended buying for on a retrace for that silver and gold. For example, look at StackTiger.net or other services that really very good systems for gold and silver trading, and many other ETFs or individual stocks and commodities. And that ZSL was just not good decision, and a very quick loss, and also the stop was kind of like he was waiting to the end of the day sort of to give you finally giving you a alert, sending by email, oh, now is the time to kind of exit the trade. So it's 6% loss, instead of maybe setting a smaller stop in this case, especially in such a volatile thing as silver, and that can really shoot up very quickly. And it did, and there was 6% off half position, big loss, and you can see it yourself. And one of the reasons also that he also loses in those trades is that he kind of established mental stops, he calls it. So like it happened earlier with actually later with the dollar trade, mental stops. Oh, because dollar is so volatile, and he started buying the dollar as just too early, instead of waiting for confirmation of the trend reaching the double bottom as it is sort of right now. You can start buying dollar, it's pretty low, and he started entering too early, and he got into the full position gradually, sort of, but still took a risk and got step out. Didn't even pose the loss here on the right in the profit loss area, and I think it's about 3% loss at least on the full position in this case, which in the half position would be 6% loss. But anyway, it was again UUP, and not a very good decision, and just too early, jumping the gun a few weeks earlier, just kind of being just too I don't know, nervous about trading, and just instead of being sort of cool and wait for the trends to establish, or at least for the bottom to sort of establish itself. So there's another problem here with him, and as much as he says he's trying to lower the risk and things like that, on the other hand, it just doesn't work very well. It's just in real life, it's just not working. Another trade here, which we can go back to UUP, by the way. If you look at January 13th this year, UUP was okay. Let's go back here and check UUP. Okay, here we go. So here's UUP, and going back to date again is January 13th. Well, he didn't even actually post the closing, so January 13th, 2011. As you can see, there was approximately here, kind of, okay, well, I think we should go to actually a large chart here and just see a little bit more in detail. So it was sort of in this area right here, and well, this is right here, okay? So he hoped that it's gonna bounce right here, and well, instead of just waiting, if you look at the large trend, as a matter of fact, for dollar, let's say look at the entire year, I mean, it's a steady grinding down the dollar, and really the bottom is supposed to be pretty much right now, approximately right here, which is the previous low, and just bounce off the low, just almost exactly, and get a little bounce here. Well, you could probably start buying here if you really want. Not here. That's definitely not a good point right here to buy to buy a dollar. I mean, it didn't have established anything yet.